you, Adam. Great seeing everybody who was there. And as the video said, the only thing we missed was you if you were not there. So thank you, Adam.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, V. And yeah, I love the background, seeing the northern lights shimmering behind you. That was really cool. Thank you for those words. Thank you for that perspective. And it's always great to hear from you. Now, we are now going to hear from another superstar, another star in the Northern Lights, if you will, another person that I was able to connect with in Seattle and on the cruise. And it's just always such a pleasure every time I get to talk to her. Dr. Tamia Bethia Williams. Dr. Tamia, hello, how are you? And tell us about your experience on the cruise.
Oh my goodness. Do you have time? Do you have time? I'm excited. So excited. Per, I missed you. I see you smiling. I missed you. But nonetheless, it was an amazing trip. It really, really was. I've traveled with you all. This is my third time. My first time we are in Dubai, and the second time was on the cruise to the Mediterranean cruise, which was exciting. But this was a little bit different. And I tell you, Adam, I packed about, it's embarrassing, but we did have about maybe 9 pieces of luggage, two we carried on, and seven we checked because we didn't know how to pack. We didn't know how to pack. But here's the good news. The good news is we were able to enjoy ourselves, and we realized that in the future we don't have to do that anymore because we had a lot of downtime. We were able to really relax and just do what we wanted to do. But more importantly, to share that time with my team and with other individuals. I got to know Russell, as well as I forget his name, the young man. I mean, Joan was braiding his beard at one time as we were sitting down having lunch. But I got to really to know him, and that smile is infectious, I tell you. And then to spend time with Ivy and Val and Dr. Patricia, and I met her for the first time on the cruise. I had talked to her several times, and we've done things together, but never in person. And to meet her was exciting as well. And so that's just a few of the things. But here is what really excited me is when we woke up and we were actually when we opened up the curtains, we were looking at these beautiful mountains. The scenery was awesome. And I had an opportunity at that time to call those that didn't come with us, some by choice. Like Bishop John, he said, nah, he had work to do, and it's showing right now. It's showing right now in his numbers. But needless to say, I reached out to him, but he was busy taking orders. But an opportunity to share that scenery with some of the leaders that did not get a chance to attend this one. But I know that in the future they will be all over it. And to spend time with all of you, Adam, to see you all walking on the ship in your comfortable clothing, doing things that I was doing, such as eating ice cream and cookies and all the things that we don't do when we're at home. I came back 15 pounds heavier, but I was able to release 6 of that 15 pounds so far, and I'm excited. And so I'm just excited that we're able to do these things together, come together and celebrate each other's success. But more importantly, as I heard my friend, I believe it was Karen out of Florida, if I'm not mistaken, she said the only thing that she wished and that she hopes for is the next time that we come together, that we'll have many more of our team members with us. And my hope, my prayer is that the next time we come together, that we won't leave anybody behind unless you choose to be left behind. And to lead by example, to show the people that have trusted me to follow me on this journey, to stand side by side on this journey, that together we can all enjoy all of the amazing benefits that Love Biome has to offer. So I'm excited about the next time of being on the next trip. See you all over there on the other side. Bye for now. Thank you, Adam, for allow me to share.
I had some ice cream in my
Well,
hand at all times, probably. That's okay. You know, we're on a cruise, but we had so much fun that when the ice cream is free and the cookies are free, you know, it's a wonderful life. So so great to see you, Dr. Tamia, and thank you for those words. And you know, I just I had this other kind of vision in my head while Valencia and Dr. Tamia were talking. Sean mentioned it, but we had one day where we cruised right to the face of what's called the Dawes Glacier. And it's this amazing glacier. Like, we don't see glaciers really very often, if at all. But we cruised right to the face of this glacier, and the boat actually did a 360-degree spin so that we could all see this glacier and that we could all be kind of in this moment for a while. And I just thought it was such a great, awesome thing. Like, what it's one of these moments that you'll just remember for the rest of your life. And you'll never forget that feeling of just being in the majesty of nature. And anyway, very, very cool stuff. All right. Well, we are now going to hear from. Actually, I was told that McCasey is not on the call today, was not able to join us this morning, unless that has changed. Unfortunately, yeah, we won't be able to hear from McCasey. We'll hear from McCasey another time at a future date. But for now, I am going to ask this wonderful representative from our Europe region, Val Graham, to join us and give us her thoughts and perspective on the on also both Global Leadership Summit and also this amazing cruise event. So Val, hello, good evening to you, and tell us what you have to say.
Hey, good evening. Yes, it's evening over here. Thanks, Adam. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Excellent,
Thank you.
excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Listen, I am so excited still. And I just want to first of all give thanks to God and make sure I say that. And next is Love Biome, like giving me that chance to be able to go somewhere where I may not have ventured to go um if it was left to me. But it was so awesome. So first of all, I qualified for the cruise and the Seattle GLS. I was able to, thank God, as a gift give to one of my team members who's also been working very hard, Joan. And, we had a 10-hour flight over to Seattle. I made sure that I watched all the films I couldn't watch when I'm home and read some of my books and did some writing. But we had a lovely, amazing flight. We got into Seattle, spent 3 days there. It was 3 awesome days because we arrived the day before and we settled, and then the next day we saw Andrew. Andrew gave us our welcome pack, and then we started to see all the leaders coming through. Oh, it was amazing. Like some of them I hadn't met before. And so it was really the warmth, the welcome, family. Oh my gosh. So I just thanking, as I said, Mr. Olson and his team. Adam, I saw you. Say hi. You look a bit shy at one moment. Dr. Zach, Cody, Sean, all of you guys. Oh, Disraeli, that was the first time I interacted with Disraeli, and he was awesome. So I just so basically the 3 days in Seattle was great. What made me laugh till my belly hurt was the dancing of the candy by some of the members. I see them shaking things they've never shook before, so that was that was really funny. And it was a very amazing night, as Dr. Tabia said. We had some, met people like Russell and Jerome. they were so helpful to myself and Joan. I could tell you some stories, but anyway, Dr. Patricia Bowen, and Marcia, so many people we met. Dr. Tamia, Dr. Ivy, you know, everyone, Tony. We just had a great time on the ship. No, sorry, this is before we got on the ship. So we had a great time in the hotel as well as now. Then we then went on to the ship. After on the Friday morning, that was my first time cruising. Again, I was so excited because I'd never been on a cruise. I kept saying, I want to go on a cruise, I want to go on a cruise. And I didn't commit to it. And I thank Love Biome for helping me to have my first cruise on the Celebrity Edge. The ship was mighty big. We got on, and what was amazing as well was the food. But I knew that I was going to be tested here because I needed to take care of my microbiome. So a couple of times I put food that wasn't that good for me, but the other days I made sure I put in all the different colors on my plate. And Joan, who I invited along, she was having a fabulous time. I think some of the food she wasn't too happy because it upset her stomach, but otherwise she had a wonderful time because what I say about having an experience like this is it's about living in the moment. It's about just savoring the moments. As others have said, as the ship glided through the open sea and then going through the glacier, I mean, it was a sight to behold. And these are the things we have to so give thanks for. I looked at that. I said to Joan, that next time we've got to have at least 20, 30, if not 50 of our team members, if not all, to be on the next trip. Yeah, because we cannot come home and talk about what we experienced. Only we will know what we did and experience. I am so excited. I am still so excited when I remember and that film that Disraeli just put out. It brings back such wonderful memories. And yes, I keep calling it the Northern Star, but my daughter say, "Mom, it's not the Northern Star, it's the Northern Lights." Yes, I was so glad that we were able to see the Northern Lights. We ran up to the top deck of the ship and I got a picture. And we had fun. We had such fun. Oh wow! When we stopped off on is it what was the place called Ketchikan, Junior Stagway, the Ketchikan cruise. I wondered why there were so many jewelry stores in these places. And then I learned something that in Alaska, there were some of the first gold mining and diamond mining towns. So that was interesting to know. Another cruise that we went on, Joan and I went on, it was in Junior. We did a tour and we learned so much about the salmon. The salmon, they've got such skull head salmon, something like that. So I didn't realize they were so different salmon. So that was new to me as well. Skagway was amazing. I even purchased a nice little Northern Light ring while I was there. So listen, I am so excited and coming back here now. The goal is to work with the team even like closer. Our team is called Yes You Can, and work with the team to get them so that they qualify to come on these cruises as well. I also want to big up Dr. Tamir, Valencia, Clayton, all the guys. Also, I bumped into Bank a couple times, getting ice cream. We missed Per on this trip as well, Bank and his lovely wife. And it was just so nice. Everyone was so, so nice. And I am just blessed to be part of, this amazing movement of the Love Biome movement. And, I just thank God. And next time there's a trip, we are going to have so much more of our members there. So I thank everyone. Thank you all those who have met and gave me such big hugs. As soon as I opened my mouth, they said, "Is that Val Graham?" And I said, "How did you know?" And they said, "Your voice, your voice." Oh my gosh, I've got this amazing voice. I should have been a singer like Pat Bowen. Anyway, thank you all, love you all, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to share. I hope I haven't missed out anyone. But I just want to say it was amazing meeting you all, and thank you, love you all. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Val. I need to comment on Val's just the enthusiasm in her voice, her big smile, just the kindness and the love in her eyes. I mean, and I'm seeing that in Valencia and Tamia. And can you guys tell that there was just something that happened on this trip that was like, it was bonding, it was life affirming, it was energetic. It was just so much fun. So, and everyone who was there can tell you that it was just a truly a memorable event. So thank you, Val, for that recap. All right, now one final thought from the man, the myth, the legend, Clayton Ford himself. Clayton was also in Seattle and also on the boat on the Celebrity Edge. And it was awesome to see Clayton all the way from the UK, just like Val. Clayton, take it away, my friend. What were your thoughts and experiences on this amazing trip? Do we have Clayton? Is Clayton with us?
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, here he is. You might be muted, Clayton. We can't hear you.
Is that any better?
There you go.
Okay, perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So first of all, thanks for the opportunity to share. I have to say, the first place I'll start with is that there's a couple of new experiences that I was able to enjoy as a result of being able to go on this trip, which was absolutely amazing. This was my first cruise ever, so that was amazing in itself. I have never eaten oysters, so that was amazing in itself. I've never seen salmon up close. That was an amazing in itself. I've never seen a bear, you know, that was amazing in itself. And to be quite honest with you, the whole experience was like 360. And so I'm going to bore you for a moment because I'm an engineer. And one of the standout moments for me was actually going to listen to the captain speak about the actual cruise and how the cruise was put together, 28 parts. And, when I got onto the cruise, first of all, I was absolutely impressed. I thought my room was amazing. I didn't know what to expect. I expected maybe this sort of very small room, cabin, whatever, I don't know what to call it. But when I opened the door and I saw the room, and then I allowed the blinds to go up to be able to see out onto the sea and stuff, I was absolutely thrilled. I actually felt like jumping on the bed like I was 6 years old and just jump around and scream and stuff. That's how genuinely excited I felt when I actually went onto the cruise. I was totally, totally blown away by the size of the ship, just the way it looked. And it looked sort of dated on the outside for me, but the inside was absolutely impeccable. The entertainment was amazing, comedians, singers, the food was amazing. I allowed myself the opportunity I love crumble, apple crumble, so there was lots of great crumble. So I allowed myself to indulge. I will say I had my P84, I had my B, and all of the products with me. So I took those every day whilst I was on the cruise. But the reality of it is overall, this was, for me personally, just again, just confirmation. I think everybody who's heard me speak about Love Biome before, the founders, the management team, I'm just a big fan because they are real people. And I sort of came away and I said, we went to the Glaziers, and my experience was one of it being frosty. And frosty meaning friendships, the relationships, the openness of the founders and the management team, every single person, whether it be Cody Banks, all of it, Kelly, Disraeli, oh, everybody. So, every single person that is a part of the Love Biome team, each and every person just are absolutely genuine, warm, welcoming. They make you feel special. They do little things that make you feel special. They are very, very good at that. And so for me, this 360 experience, yes, the Glazes was great. The Northern Lights was great. The food was great. I even allowed myself, I don't eat meat. But on the Caribbean night, I allowed myself the opportunity to have some jerk chicken, which tasted really good. Anyway, um, so what I want to say that basically the first thing that came to my mind was yes, I personally am guilty of not doing a great job of promoting the opportunity to be on leadership and a cruise like that. I'm never going to make that mistake again. I believe that we could have had more of our team members there qualifying if we understood the magnificence of the experience that we have just experienced. So the likes of Val and Joan and Andrew Batiste and Valerie Campbell were able to be at leadership. Leadership was amazing. It was short, it was punchy, it was to the point. People were able to express themselves. I love the fact that we were able to get into small groups and share and be challenged with questions and interact. The health assessment was a perfect addition to what we have. The new videos, a perfect addition. So for me, again, GLS was one of just meeting individuals that I've never met before. Tina Ho, for example, and her family was a standout moment for me on the cruise, speaking to her son and her husband. Just beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. So I guess the main message really is let's do the best we can to allow our teams to experience what we've just experienced. Yes, it'll be a different experience, but it's one that's just amazing. I have to big shout out to I spent a lot of time with Valencia Panfil and Brandon, Missouri. And honestly, I don't think I've laughed that much for a while. If you haven't been around Valencia Panfil, then you'll realize she's an absolute comedian. She is an absolute comedian. Likewise, Brandon Missouri. So there's so many brilliant personalities across the board. And so I guess one of my, again, a closing statement for me, and I'll probably go on a little bit more, but we had a little meeting with the Love Biome founders. They explained to us the situation with P84, that we've effectively run out of P84, and we're likely to go through a period where we won't be able to fulfill all the orders. And there's two things that I'd like to sort of share on that personally. One is when these type of situations come up, I think it's a great reminder of where we are as a company. 3 years old, yes, but still, in my humble opinion, in the formulation stage, which is pre-momentum, where all the explosive growth is going to happen. And what that basically means is that we have really signed up to be pioneers with Love Biome. That's my personal opinion. And so whenever challenges come up, I always ask myself, am I going to make this challenge bigger than my opportunity? I'm never going to do that. I'm never going to make any challenge bigger than the opportunity that I have to build a very strong, sustainable income business with Love Biome, because the company is brilliant, the founders are brilliant, the vision is brilliant. Some of the things that are to come, I'm not sure what's coming up for tomorrow, but all I know is, there are things that we're not allowed to say that I'm incredibly excited about, that we learned about at GLS. And so in closing, um, it's a feeling. It really is a feeling of certainty that we have a company that we can trust, that we can believe in, products that we can be very, very proud of, and just knowing that we can build a solid long-term business that ultimately, generationally, we can hand over to our children and so on. So with that, I just want to thank the founders again for the experience. I want to thank the team for all of the work that they do to enable leaders, for example, to go to places like this and bring back the excitement and energy that hopefully they will be able to embrace and help them to accelerate their business. So the end of this year is really about building momentum for me and the team, and really just getting back to basics and realizing that ultimately, you know, we've got work to do. We've got work to do, and I'm really looking forward to doing the work and really growing with Love Biome. So thanks very much for the opportunity to share, and I'm really looking forward to the next cruise or wherever else we're going. So with that being said, ladies and gents, don't miss the next one. Absolutely amazing, and thanks to everyone that was there and who I interacted with, and even those I didn't interact with. Your presence was felt. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Clayton. That was awesome. Really, really great words. And I appreciate everything that you said about, you know, not missing the opportunity the next time. You know, like we're talking, we're hearing all these wonderful reports from so many people, from great leaders and wonderful people from all over the world. But the message is be there next time. You know, like yes, there is some FOMO, you know, like Alaska was awesome and Seattle was awesome and it happened and it was this great experience. But the reason why we're talking about it today is that we don't want you to miss out next time. You know, we want to paint you a picture of what has been happening at Love Biome, and we don't want you to miss out. We don't ever want you to miss out again because, as was said before, the only thing that we needed, the only thing that we were missing was each one of you. So it's that's what we wanted to do here today, and we wanted to just take a moment to recap this amazing trip, this amazing experience, and hopefully motivate you to get on the ship next time. I mean, I don't know if it'll be an actual cruise ship, but whatever it is, wherever we go, we want you with us. We want to be with you, and we want to hang out with you. We want to laugh with you. We want to smile and cheer and go to shows and whatever we do, we want to do it with you. So we hope that this has been a fun, uplifting, motivating experience today, and that's what we wanted to do. And I think we did a great job. So I want to thank Sean. I want to thank Valencia. I want to thank Dr. Tamia and Val and Clayton and everyone who was on this call. I think that you guys all added a lot to our discussion today. So thank you very, very much. And that will do it for our call today. So just a fun little conversation about Global Leadership Summit and the Alaska Cruise. And that's what we have for you today. Now, before we go, I do want to remind you of tomorrow's special call, okay? Here we are. The information is on the screen once again. We are taking P84 to the world. It's a special broadcast Wednesday, September 3rd. That's tomorrow, 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Special time, special call. Okay, so let's make a point to be there, and do me a favor. There's about 170 of you here on this call right now. We need triple, quadruple, quintuple those numbers. We need everyone in our company to be on this call. So if your team, I just need you guys to get all of your teams on this call. Send texts, send emails, send direct messages, whatever you need to do. This is going to be a call that you will not want to miss. Trust me, believe me. We will see you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining in all over the world. Some of you stayed up very late to be with us, and I appreciate that. Some of you interrupted your day to be with us, and I appreciate that. However you tuned in, wherever you are, you guys are the best. We love you. We love our Love Biome family, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
All right,
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank
Awesome.
you, Des.
Awesome.
Great. You all.
Bye, everybody.
Way to go. Amazing.
Bye. Way to go,
Bye.
everyone.
Bless
We'll
you.
be on that
You
next
all.
one.
We are the
Great.
Moving up.
children.
Bless
Have a great
you.
day, everyone.
I'm
See you
so glad I
tomorrow.
joined. That was
You
a
too.
P84.
have a
Have a
so
good
glad I
day.
joined.
Great
Thank
job,
you, Betty.
everybody.
Seeing
Great
them
call.
Thank you, Betty.
P84.
Bye. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
John boy.
Done.
Have a good
Bye,
one.
Bye,
Bye
Grandpa.
bye.
Cynthia.
On the
Awesome.
next time, on the
Bye,
Let's
bye,
go.
Grandpa.
See you
Good
soon,
night.
Pearl.
Good evening, Grandpa.
Yeah, taking my
Yes,
piano
I.
bar.
Bye,
See you
everybody.
later, Mary Sue.
Stocking up.
We love you. We love you,
Good night,
Mary
John
Sue.
boy. Good night,
Good
John
night,
boy.
Good night,
Grandpa.
John. Bye.